So spring is officially here, and as you can see, it's such a beautiful day outside. The birds are chirping and it's so blue. But unfortunately, I'm not well enough to go outside at the moment. I might be able to go outside later today, and I hope I will. But if not, I'll go tomorrow. And it's sad because it's spring and it's so pretty. But what is better to cure being sad about going outside than yarn and talking about whips? So I wasn't expecting this to actually come to this early. I was expecting it later today, but my yarn is here. I won't show you the other side though because it's got my address on it. But I'm so happy. As you can see, it's such a beautiful blue color. I bought Drops Lima, wool and alpaca, because I'm doing a project, and I'll talk more about it in a second. But just look, it's such a beautiful blue, and I got 7 of them. Oh, you can see my bedspread. Okay, so I just want to show you this. I got this beautiful bedspread off TikTok Shop. So I 100% would never normally buy from TikTok Shop, but I mean, I saw this and it was so beautiful, and I want to get into quilting, but I don't have the energy. And I mean, that's not the main reason. The main reason is that I've been too ill to go out at the moment, and I haven't, like, anything else online would be really expensive. And I've also needed some new clothes because all my clothes are dying. And Vinted doesn't seem to have anything that I want, so I've bought stuff off TikTok Shop. Now, also, I would normally mend my clothes, but when I say my clothes are too bad, like, they are, my pajama bottoms go up to my knees. They don't go any further, so it's not great. But I just thought I'd show you because it's so beautiful. It's quilted and it looks so cozy. But anyway, back to the project. So I've bought 7 of the Drops Lima Yarn Group B. I think it's the colour. I think it was the colour blue, actually. I think it was blue. That's so beautiful. Let's just bring that here. Let's turn the light on. How about that? There you go. It is such a beautiful blue colour. So I've bought this beautiful yarn because I've got the buzz for vintage knitting. I mean, I've always had it, but it's really strong right now. Like, I have done a few vintage knits before, but I'm properly dedicated to get into it. And I've never actually bought like nice yarn for it. I've always used like some nice feeling acrylic. So I bought this because it was £2.19, £2.10 per ball. I think I spent £12 on it, which is amazing. I never thought I'd get like an actual natural fibre besides cotton for that cheap. So I'm very happy. I mean, as you've seen me say in a video before, I am on my natural fibre journey. But anyway, so I wanted to make something for the summer, but I realised that might not be the greatest because I don't quite know how cotton would feel in a cardigan. So I went online and I did a search anyway, and I found a 1940s, I'm not quite sure what year, 1940s knitted cardigan made in patterns, which was really popular then, and it was in my size. Now, as you can see, I'm not a big girly, but I'm not small. And all of the vintage patterns are in tiny sizes, and it's so rare to find a big size, but I'm so happy I did. And then I went and bought this, and I'm so excited. Okay, so projects. Where to start? Right, I think I'll start with my own personal patterns. Oh, just smacked the microphone, sorry about that. I'll start with my own personal patterns. So firstly, this isn't a work in progress, but I wanted to do a little self promo. So this is the Summer Breeze crochet top that I made the pattern for myself. Now, this is not the best version, but this is the only version that I have because I made it and then did a lot of tweaking, did a lot of maths, and then sent it out to my testers, and my testers did a really good job, so thank you. But as you can see, it's basically a Y2K inspired top with a really beautiful detail, and I will link that down below. And so my second pattern that I'm working on, this is, I thought I could sell them as a bundle on Rebler. I think you can do that, but either way, I'm going to sell them as kind of a set. This is going to be the Summer Breeze. Ugh. This yarn smells a bit funky. But this is the Summer Breeze bag. And I thought they could be a set. And I know this bit at the bottom looks weird, But if you open the bag out, oh, I thought my phone was next to me, but I'm recording. If you put the bag out as if you were to lay something down, like this, then the bottom creates like a surface, as you can see. So you've got the mesh detailing, but your bag doesn't have all the weight on, just a bit of mesh at the bottom. So those are the two patterns that I've worked on myself or am working on. Okay, and the next I want to show. Okay, I'll show you what I'm making my boyfriend. He's been asking me for a cable knit cardigan for so long, and I mean, I've made him some crochet jumpers, but not a cable knit one. And look, it's so beautiful. But oh, don't get me started on the problems I have had with this. So originally I was going to do this pattern, the Drops Design Finley, and okay, so that is my boyfriend's name. So I thought, oh my god, it's a sign, it's the perfect cardigan, and it was. It's got pockets, it's got the cabling he wants, it's a cardigan, not a jumper, it's everything that he wants. But then disaster struck. Now I don't know what it is, but it seems like they just want everyone who does this to be really confused. Because instead of just writing, knit 2, purl 2, then purl 2, knit 2, they've decided that they want you to do loads of cables. So the right front piece, I always start with the front because I just find it easier. Then I can work out if I like the pattern or not. So this is what it says: work a rib as follows: A1, comma A2, purl 2, A3, A4, A5, one edge garter stitch. That is the first row, and I'll just show you the things. I have to find all of these. I would have to keep going backwards and forwards between these, and it's just too confusing, as you can see. So then I went, okay, my boyfriend, my lovely boyfriend, I'm struggling with this, I might change it. And then I hit gold because I found the Drops Rambling Man, which is by the exact same designers. And I thought, oh my god, it's great. I mean, it doesn't have the pockets, but that's not the end of the world. Now, this one definitely has been 10 times easier. I mean, it was a bit confusing at points, but I'm not sure if that's just me or what. If that's just my brain. But there was one specific point which and I've actually read that a lot of people have had problems with, is the short rows. Now, you have to do short rows in this part of the pattern to create, I don't quite know actually. Hang on, let's have a look. Okay, so the bottom band laid flat and then is able to curl around your shoulder. But on the right side, you're supposed to do it every 3 rows, and it has to be on the right side. Now, I've had to do it every 3 and then every 4 and then every 3 and then every 4 because the third row, it landed on the right side. The 6th row, it landed on the wrong side. The 9th row, it landed on the right, and so on and so on. So I've had a nightmare, and I had to adjust that. And so other people have said they're a bit confused about that, but that's fine. I mean, it's going okay. It's going okay. And for that, I forgot to say I am using a Aldi yarn, nickel. It's Aran by So Crafty, and it has got a bit of wool in there. Now, this oh, it does. Right, so this pattern actually uses the exact same yarn that I've just bought. But no offense to my boyfriend, I was not going to drop £40 on a cardigan for him, because he's a large, extra large, but he wants it extra, extra large, extra, extra, extra large, so it's baggy. And I'm sorry, my darling, unless you're paying for it, I'm not forking out £40-50 on some yarn. Because unless it's a wedding present or something, that's extortionate. But by wedding present, I mean for a friend. Right, and then right, this is my favourite. The third and final project I'm working on is filet crochet. Now, I've had a bit of trouble with this over the past few days because I've been doing it quite a few days now, but I've had trouble. So I printed out a few designs, and this is the one I'm currently working on. But I did try this one as well. Now, what's confusing me is the situation. So at first, I didn't understand that one box equals this and this and this and this, but I get that now. But what I'm struggling with is how people are getting the image to be so clear, because I have sized down quite a few sizes. I mean, I started with a 1.5 and I'm all the way down to 0.6, but I still don't understand how people are like getting it so perfect. If you look at vintage ones, literally the gaps are that small, so I'm a bit confused. But so I tried this one. And this little bit here is confusing to me. I do understand that you chain a bit, single crochet and chain a bit, but I don't know. I just decided to do it as I've been doing the other blank spaces. And also, so the internet is so confusing, and I might actually make a video about filet crochet for this exact purpose. The internet is so confusing. People are telling you need to do this many chains. No, you need to do this many chains. And then I'm watching people's videos and they do this many chains, and it's really frustrating me. So I decided, even though I've heard a lot of people say you do 2 chain, one, basically each space is worth 3, I've done it each space is worth 2, because that was the best way for me to make the small gaps. Like I'm trying to make some curtains, or maybe not curtains, the thing that goes on top of the window, but it's just so confusing. So I might make a video on that for other people, because but anyway, I will show you. So I don't know what cotton I'm using, and this is part of the problem, that I've lost the label, so I don't know what size crochet hook you're supposed to use. But anyway, so this, oh, you can see it on camera. Very cool. This is what I'm working on. Can you see that? It's so pretty. And I'm loving it. One thing I like, because I'm such a vintage knit and crochet girly, and I want to make more videos about that. Anyway, because I'm such a vintage knit and crochet girly, I'm loving the way this looks. And I can't wait to maybe make some yokes, which are basically things that are attached to nightshirts, or I can't wait to make collars. But I just love the way this feels. Like, it's so pretty. I love the way this feels. I might go work on this some more.
Hi. So I didn't end up working on that for very long because, as is always the way with chronic illnesses, I feel ill. Again, as always. And this clip is only taken like an hour and a half, an hour after the last one that you saw. So I just wanted to spread awareness about that for people who say, you're making it dramatic and everything like that. It's not like a switch that you can flip on and off and go, oh, I'm poorly one day, I'm fine the next. Literally every single day, you're both well and both poorly. but some days you're more poorly than the day before, so you don't get a break. But yeah, so hopefully I'll start to feel better in a bit and not be ill for a few days. And if I do feel better, I'll record some more. If I don't feel better, I will see you later. So it is the next day and I'm feeling better. I mean, I'm really tired because my boyfriend woke me up early to go to work. But hey ho, plans for today: carry on knitting his jumper, do a bit of crochet work, hopefully go outside. But also I've got to sort this out. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess. I mean, it's not a terrible mess, but it's a bit of a mess that needs sorting out, because this is how it always looks after my boyfriend leaves work, because he's sorting his stuff out. But it's not my level of cleanliness. Basically, this needs going, this needs going, this needs going. My medicine bag. And that doesn't need going, that's my yarn box. And you may ask me, why do you just have a random box of yarn on the chair? Well, basically, the situation is that my entire yarn stash is in my bedroom, my actual bedroom. But me and my boyfriend live in a different bedroom together, because I used to share with my sister, but obviously sharing with your boyfriend and your sister isn't going to work. So we moved into the spare bedroom, and all my yarn is still in there because there wasn't enough room in here. So I've got a box there of yarn that I desperately need, because going backwards and forwards when you've got a chronic illness is not fun. It makes you feel very sick. So that's it. That's my plans for today. So let's get tidying. Not amazingly tidy, but it's definitely much better.